So actually, being a woman, I had more harder time on this
Yeah.
one because what would happen is I didn't know I need so much patience for this business, and naturally, I'm not a patient person. So when I started doing this business, I realized that I would go to a mechanic shop like as if I was very important and my time was important. I got blacklisted at a lot of mechanic shops. Like they said, if
Wow.
this comes, we are not servicing her cars. So then I learned that I need to tone down the way I talk to people. I need to like be more sweet and patient. First of all, patient. So
Mhm.
that's when I had to like learn some time management skills. So previously, what I would do is I would say, okay, if I'm going here, I'm going to run this errand on the way. But that's
Mhm.
not how business works. I think before I finalized these mechanic shops, they rejected me. So
Wow.
they rejected me. And then I realized I cannot keep getting rejected in every shop because if this is happening consistently, that means there is some problem with me. So then I changed my style of talking. And actually, we are still very good friends. Like, then I started to be patient and, okay, let them take their time. And yeah. So I think so that's how I built a relationship with those shops
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
worked with them. They worked with me. And I realized actually when I changed, they also changed. And I mean, they would actually call me sometimes and say, you haven't come in a long time to buy any part. Is everything okay? So, yeah. So, no, it was a journey also, selecting, deselecting, all of that.
It won't happen in a day. You go through these experiences, you learn some lessons, and you really step back and learn something on personal side. I see it's not just like, one day you've just found a new mechanic who is nice, wonderful. So it's a big journey, and I'm glad you got a right team on it. My next question. Yeah. One financial decision that helped you most in this journey.
So a lot of times what would happen is I would get like 10 calls for a car and I wouldn't have a car actually. So I used to feel really bad saying no. Like, I don't know, we are taught growing up, Lakshmi ko no mat bolo. So I used to feel like I'm a very opportunist kind of person. I felt like I need to make use of this opportunity. If I get 10 calls, I need to have 10 cars. Like, why should I say
Okay.
no? So, but in that pressure, I did buy, I think so out of 30, I did buy 3 cars that were not good, which I ended up selling within a year because they were not good cars. And when I was buying them, like I had this gut feeling it's not a good car. I'm buying under pressure. Like even my husband said, I think so this is a really bad car. Why are you buying it? So I think so not getting overwhelmed by the situation. Um, yes, that's what I would tell people to stay aware of in financial cost, which later they are just going to end up fixing that car their whole life and it's never going to get fixed. Because once a car is bad, it's usually bad because the suspensions would be bad. You can change suspensions, but they never go
Mhm.
back to the previous one.
Okay. And what did you do with those bad cars when you realize after buying that, this car is not really good? Would you try to get money out of it or you just close that?
So I used them for a year. I rented them for a year. And then after a year, I just sold them. So if I might have had a little loss in selling them, I was okay with that because I think so customer satisfaction was more important for me.
Yeah, agree. 100% agree. And your time too, the time you spend dealing with such cars, like, so I think it's going to help both customer and yourself. So I think that's a right choice to write off certain costs that's not helping your business.